Welcome in, Jon Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Joey Gallo steps to the plate. First pitch swinging. The Yankees looking to rally. Off the mark there. 1-2 to count. Got him. One gone here.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
0-2.
One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The wind of the pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Here comes a pitch. That one down the line, and foul ball. The 0-2. Swings and misses. Yankees with only one out remaining.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first two hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly, but you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
And it's fouled away. The Yanks down to their final strike. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game, and the Rays even this series up at a game apiece.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the Victoria.
With Chris Singleton, I'm Jon Sciambi. Thanks for tuning in, and we've got a good one going here in extra innings. Jon Berti at the plate. 0 for 4, 3 flyouts and a strikeout. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Swings through that one.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe
got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Foul ball still 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive,
he swung over top of the curveball.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
So last chance for the Yankees. Aaron Judge at the plate. He's on the verge of a milestone. His next home run will be the 300th of his career.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
The Yankees down to their final strike.
You want a guy that battles at the plate in the biggest moments of the game, and that's what they have right now up there. If anyone
got him swinging for the strikeout, and that ends the ball game. The tying run left stranded at second.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Here is Marcus Semien, 1 for 3.
The second baseman, Marcus.
And that's in for a strike.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Fill up the strike zone.
And that's a strikeout looking. Fastball to letters, froze him for strike 3.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
The wide to kick the pitch. Got him looking. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly, but you got to go up there, maybe trying to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
The wind and the pitch. Hit to second, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game, and the Rays win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Well, the goal when you go on the road is to at least play 500 ball. Well, they've been winning series. They win this one.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Here's Trevor Story now. He's already homered here in this one. And a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
0-2 is the count.
And a swing and a miss. And there's 1 down.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Last out for the Red Sox in this one. Here's the left fielder, Masataka Yoshida. And there's the strike.
He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw them.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
1 strike away. That one missed. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth. Ground ball, and this should do it. Oh, he throws it away. And it's going to wind up out of play. Man in scoring position with 2 away. So stepping in for Boston, Casey Schmidt. Now a high fly ball out to left center. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays have won 4 in a row.
Oh, you can see this team is feeling it right now. Look at the smiles. Look at the high fives. They feel real good about this 3-game series.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Well, 1-run game. Christian Robinson now.
Christian Robinson.
And fouled off. A little out front there as he swings through it.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
And that's a little bit high. And the count 1 and 2. Looking to get the tying run on base. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door. Cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
1-run game here in the top of the ninth. Kicks and deals. Just missed.
It's a good take.
1-2.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
The Athletics down to their last out. Now it's the second baseman, Ji-hwan Bae.
It's 0-1.
The pitch.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
1 strike away. Fights it off. You'll see another. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Gabriel Moreno digs in now. 1 for 3.
14, Gabriel Moreno.
That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Cut out and miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from
One down, base is empty. Battling here is and a swing. Strikes, and there's 2 away.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. And I'm so glad I'm outside the zone. He still might beat you.
Swing and a miss.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon.
Ninth. Trevor Story comes up to the plate, and a little something extra at stake in this at bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. The pitch comes up empty. That's strike 2. And the righty deals. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Pitch misses, and the count 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
And that one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Set down on strikes. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
So it's their last chance in this one. So stepping in for Boston, Masataka Yoshida. That clips the zone. Strike 1.
He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw them.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The Red Sox down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
The final line score for our
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. And now the right fielder, Daniel Mateo. Late on that fastball.
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the ninth means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. The wind of the pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
Fights it off, you'll see another.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And down on strikes. Now 1 away.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that you're going to wrap this thing up.
And a swing and a miss. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
McKenna, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. That's a strike across. Just 1 strike away. Two outs. Live. The 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, there's a lot more work to be done in this series, but it all starts 1 game at a time. Taking the first of 4, that means you're in a position to avoid a sweep. Come out tomorrow, you win 2 games, you know that you've at least split the series. Those are the mind games.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Here's Chris Bryant now. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
Bryant.
Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Late with the swing there.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Here's Yan Gomes. Right through there for a strike. On the ground to third. Paredes fires over to first. And Gomes is retired. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit for the Rockies, Sean. 2 outs, base is empty. And down on strikes he goes. It's a 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2-3-4 set to hit.
Well, Boog, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
Our final line score this afternoon.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Here's Royce Lewis.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Down the line. A Rosarena after it. Great catch, foul ground up against the wall.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Montero swings through it for strike one. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knob.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now, this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
So they're down to their final out. Brendan Rodgers digs in now. Right through there for a strike. Gomez, just 19 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2023. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun. Got him, and that's the ball game.
I'd say this team really needed to win this game today. It pushed them over the top to win the series, which is great. But when you go on the road in the next series, going into some
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Jake Rogers, 1 for 3. And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. 99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
And that one fouled off.
Hey, one down,
One down.
Hitters, it's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly, but you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Malloy in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Gomez is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Our final line score. First is a big.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate, 1 for 3. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
And a pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there's one down.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up. This is the type of hitter his club wants at the plate, especially playing from behind. He's hoping to start a rally right here.
And a swing and a miss. 2 down.
No, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly, but you got to go up there, maybe trying to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Late on that fastball.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that wraps it up for this afternoon.
Another solid outing from him out of the bullpen. He's up to double digits now with his 10th save of the season.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the 9th. Back to the top of the lineup, this is Bryson Stott. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Gomez measures 6 feet even, just 19 years old. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. And down on strikes he goes. And now one away.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door. Cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
Harper in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one fouled off. The Rays leading by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9. Got him. And the crowd goes home disappointed as this one draws to a close.
This is a huge win to take this series on the road before heading back home. You go home feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the 9th. Nobody out. Lindor has a chance to tie it. And that one is lifted in the air. And there's one away.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
A 1-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolutely.
And a swing and a miss. And 2 away now.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
So it's their last chance in this one. And here is Ronnie Mauricio. In the air out towards right center. Siri sizing it up. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays take game 1 of the series on the road.
The final line score for our ball game tonight.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. 1 for 3. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-1.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Now it's the DH, Nelson Velasquez. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
1 strike.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. 1 down, base is empty. He goes down looking.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Next is the Royals catcher, Freddie Fermin. And first offering is fouled off.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3.
Well, he's saying who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special. I feel like we've seen this movie before, Boog. He comes on for the save, and for the 250th time in his career, he closes it down. He just keeps producing in these situations.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Bo Bichette up to the dish. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Gomez, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches. Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Goes down looking.
The right fielder, number
And
9.
here is Michael Conforto. 1 for 3.
Conforto.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail. Couple of pitches and a quick out.
And first offering is fouled off.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Ball game.
Fans, our final line score.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Ground ball left side. Paredes fires over to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. So the lineup flips over. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. That one catches the zone. 1-1.
He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw them.
And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Puts it in the air out towards left center. The Rosarena moving under it. Drops into the glove. 2 away down. Gio Urshela to the plate. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball there. This could end it. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this turned out to be an exciting, very well-played game. Always feels great when you can take the lead in the 8th at home. Come out in the 9th, the crowd will be behind.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Bo Naylor at the plate now.
Nobody out.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
Just missed.
1-1.
Here's a 1-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Just off the outside part of the plate. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Man, a good splitter can be devastating, can't it? I mean, that thing got halfway to the plate and just did a nosedive. Once you commit your swing, there's just no adjusting your bat path to get down to that ball, and the ball dips below your bat like it's doing the limbo. I see you do the limbo, boo. You get down there, man.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-2.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Last out for the Guardians in this one. So in now for Cleveland, Andres Jimenez. And that's a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. The Rays leading by 5 here in the last half of inning number 9. Right through there, got him. And that'll do it.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
Welcome in. We're in the 8th. 2 men out. John Sciambi along with Chris Singleton. So the batting order turns over. Stepping in, Stephen Kwan. Bounce to the left side. Tosses to first. Inning over. Left for the Guardians. Back now at Progressive Field. So bottom of the 9th. Down the number 2 hitter, Miles Straw. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. And the righty deals.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the first out. He's 2 outs away. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Swing and a miss.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. He swings and fouls one off. The Rays leading by 3 here in the finale of this 4-game set. The next pitch misses, and that is ball 1. Got it. And that'll do it.
This is a huge win to take this series on the road before heading back home. You go home feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good momentum.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the 9th. Here's Mike Moustakas to hit. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
This one in the air, center field. Siri hauls it in, and there's one away.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Melendez now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Center field. Siri really on his horse for it. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays even this series up at a game apiece.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better. Makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
For the victory.
John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. Welcome into our broadcast. We've got nobody out here in the fifth. Willie Adames stands in.
Up next for
Outfield
Milwaukee.
playing very deep, not
The
wanting
shortstop.
anything over their heads.
Adames.
0-1.
Well, these Brewers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Roher.
Digging in, Lionel Roher. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late, gave up on it a little bit early.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might.
Frozen with the heater at the knees. So 2 runs in the inning, 2 hits, 1 was a home. Top 6 up now for Milwaukee. Garrett Mitchell. Gomez back to work. Right through there for a strike. Gomez, a 6-foot righty, 210 pounds, and he's a native of Nicaragua. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
The right fielder, number 10.
Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers.
Frelick.
That's a slider for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Kawhi to kick the pitch. Swings through that one.
1 and 2.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the second game of the series.
Come on, big shooter.
And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing across here this half. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's Christian Yelich. Gomez back to work. That's in there. And that one fouled off. Stays alive. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Man, there was no deviating from the fastball right there. He just kept coming after him with it. Here it is. Hit it if you can. And he just couldn't find a way to put it in play.
Donovan, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. That one catches the corner for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Goes down looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Gleyber Torres up to hit. He's already homered in this game. In the air, left side. Arozarena after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is the... Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Pete.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Well, one-run game, and here's the catcher, Rodolfo Duran. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Got him looking. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. One down, base is empty. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First two batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's Kevin Kiermaier. First pitch swinging.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. 1 strike away.
Man, so close to the immaculate inning as that foul ball spoils it. He's pounding.
Got him, and that'll do it.
Well, this turned out to be an exciting, very well-played game. Always feels great when you can take the lead in the 8th at home. Come out in the 9th, the crowd will be behind that pitcher as he tries to get those final 3 outs. Everybody goes home happy with a win like this.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the 9th. Alec Thomas now 0 for 3 with 2 ground outs and a strikeout. And fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Bounce to the right side. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Number 36 in the box now. Takes strike 1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Out to short, Basabe. Whips it across, and that quickly 2 away. And now it's Dalton Varsho.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone. The Jays down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Ball game.
Well, the goal is to win every series, and when you're at home, you even look for the sweep. But a 4-game series sweep is incredible. Outstanding job. They played fundamentally sound baseball.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Zach Neto getting ready to hit, 1 for 2. And that one fouled off.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Here's the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Come on, home down.
Sets him down on strikes. Strike 3 called and a slider at the knees. He's 2 outs away. Matt Thaiss comes up to hit here. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 0-2 now. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Base is empty, 1 away here in the second game of the series. Gets a piece and it stays 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly, but you got to go up there, maybe trying to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball. The Angels down to their final strike. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 outs. That one just misses the outside corner. And the count 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that is the ball game.
He closes out his 50th career save, so that one has a little extra meaning to it. You don't collect this many saves by accident. Another job well done.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Randal Grichuk now, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
The designated hitter, Randal.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's 1 away.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
Wallet swings through it for strike 1.
1 strike.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And ball 1.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline.
Clip the bottom of the zone with a curve for strike 3. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Mickey Moniak. Looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. And fouled off. Kicks and fires. They're down to their final strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Gomez is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Well, when you reel off 8 wins in a row, you're this close to double digits, and now all of a sudden it's a challenge within a challenge to get 2 more wins.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Now into the ball game on defense, Oslevis Basabe. He's the new third baseman.
Oslevis Basabe.
McLean swings through it for strike one.
0-1.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Next pitch is outside.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Struck him out looking.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
Trying to close out a one-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Swings and misses, struck him out.
No, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first two hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe trying to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Reds down to their final out. Jeimer Candelario now at the plate and fouled off. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game. Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Well, one-run game. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate.
The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. Swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go any.
Got him looking. And that's the first out.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First two batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
So they're down to their final out. And now Tyler Stevenson. And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
1 strike away. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2. Just missed.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
This is a huge win to take this series on the road before heading back home. You go home feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good momentum, but at home you also have a higher
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Aaron Sabato steps to the plate for the White Sox. Bounced out to short. Caballero tosses to first. One up, one down.
You want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Paredes makes the grab on the run. So it's their last chance in this one. Jacob Gonzalez steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that's in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days.
Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there, down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
And the White Sox down to their final strike. The White Sox down to their final strike.
Right now they're looking for something, hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
These players just want to keep it rolling right now. You win this series, you got another team coming in, and you want to do exactly the same. Maybe even push it a little further. Get yourself a
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Well, one-run game. Jacob Gonzalez steps to the plate for the White Sox. That's in there. Strike one. Swings through that one out in front that time. One-run game, bottom nine. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The wind of the pitch. Just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
And fouled off.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Looking to get the tying run on base. He goes down looking.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first two hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly, but you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
So they're down to their final out. Lloyd L. Chappelli steps to the plate for the White Sox. In the air to left center. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays take game one of the series on the road.
Well, you take a tie ball game into the ninth on the road. You know that you've got some work to do. You got to score, but then you've also got to get 3 outs in the bottom half of that inning. They did just that today. Very well played ball game. Get this win on the road. Everybody's happy.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one. Nobody out in the ninth. 3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. And here is Luis Robert. On the inside corner for a strike. Gomez, a 6-foot righty, 210 pounds, and he's a native of Nicaragua. The pitch. This ball's chopped on the ground. On the run, sends it over to first, and he beats the throw very close right there. Man at first. Here's Eloy Jimenez. He's already homered in this game. And there's a foul ball. Robert gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
And a swing and a miss. And there's one down. And now Yoan Moncada. That misses. Ball one.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
And he deals. Fastball for a strike. And the count 1-2.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the lead back strikeout. So they haven't been able to move that runner out, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
They're down to their final strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
1 strike away. And that just misses.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And that's outside. And that's ball 2. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, the goal when you go on the road is to at least play 500 ball. Well, they've been winning series. They win this one here, and you got yourself a little bit of breathing room, but you want to keep the same mindset. Let's go.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Jonathan India at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Right through there for a strike. And that one fouled off. 0-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
And a swing and a miss. The Rays trying to close out a 2-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Swings and misses, struck him out. Adam Duvall at the plate. And there's the strike.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-2. Gomez is just 1 strike away. Got him. And that'll do it.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Now here is Gunnar Henderson. Fought off foul. Gomez measures 6 feet even, 210 pounds, and he's a native of Nicaragua. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Got him looking for the strikeout. Now only one out remaining.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First two batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
So they're down to their final out. Adam Duvall at the plate. On the ground, and this should do it. Jump throw across the ball game.
This is a huge win to take this series on the road before heading back home. You go home feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good momentum.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Jonah Heim stepping in for the Rangers. And first offering is fouled off. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2. Got it by him for the K.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Simeon stands in now and watches strike 1. That's in there. 0-2.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the ninth. Next offering misses. Now 1-2. Just missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Ground ball right side. Over to Diaz. 2 up, 2 down. Stepping in, Ezekiel Duran. That's in there. It's 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Got him looking. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. So they make short work of him there. High to the order, 3-4-5 will get there.
A win on the last day of the month. You close it out with the W, but you want to carry that momentum into the next game.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious.
Welcome if you just joined us, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton, as we've got 2 away in the ninth. This is Willie Castro.
Now batting, third baseman, Willie Castro.
And a foul ball. Gomez, just 19 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick in 2023.
Nope.
And that's off the inside edge. And now it's even 1-1. They're down to their final strike.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
This could end it. Two down, nobody on. And they'll do it again. Kawhi to kick the pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 outs. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Our final line score. First.
With Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for tuning in, and we've got a good one going here in extra innings. Well, 1-run game. Nick Allen getting ready to hit. And that's outside. Ball 1.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
So the tying run at second. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
With the winning run at the plate here in extra innings. And a swing and a miss there.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. In there, sets him down on strikes. Oakland down to their final out.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Wilson in the box now. Takes strike 1. Trying to close out a 1-run lead here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Got him looking for the strikeout. And that ends the ball game. The tying run left stranded at second.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the 9th. So digging in, Kyle Payne.
Leading off for the A's, the left fielder.
That one finds the zone. 0-1. Gomez, just 19 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick in 2023. Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat. 0-2 now. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. The Athletics trailing by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly, but you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Gomez is just 1 strike away. Got him. That's the ball game.
He's done it again, Boog. That's his 30th save of the year as he puts another game to bed. Sweet dreams, everyone.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Now it's Paul DeJong up to the plate. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up. Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. Trying to close out a one-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Right through there, got him. 2 gone now.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
Last chance for the Padres. Here's Josh Rojas. Little chopper rolls foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. They're down to their final strike. Gomez is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Welcome back. You're watching MLB Network from Studio.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Torey Lovullo making a move for a new bat. Nick Castellanos.
And he's a right-handed bat, but he handles same-side matchups pretty well, so should give him a good at-bat right here.
Now a screamer into the outfield. He dives, but can't hang on. That's a base hit. The throw into second, the tag out.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Luis Campusano. Looking to start something with 1 gone. He was late there, strike 1.
This is the type of hitter his club wants at the plate, especially playing from behind. He's hoping to start a rally right here.
And that one is lifted in the air. Hauls it in, 2 away. Torey Lovullo making a move for a new bat. Wilson Contreras looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Fought off foul. 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that is the ball game.
Winning never gets old, but it's also important to come out and play with some level of a fear of
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. One up, one down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
0-2.
And there's the ball.
That's the ball.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Headed down the line. And that drops foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. And the right-hander deals. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Last out for the Guardians in this one. And now the first baseman, Josh Naylor. Right through there for a strike. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The Guardians down to their final strike.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling. It's not.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Here's Jose Ramirez. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. With the tying run at the plate here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs. All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
The tying run at the plate. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
And that skips in the dirt. Tying run at the plate. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these 2 are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Out to short. Off balance feed. There's one, and that's all they'll get.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Number 70 in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one fouled off. The Guardians down to their final strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two outs. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Righty to the plate. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Got him, and that'll do it.
I'd say this team really needed to win this game today. It pushed them over the top to win the series, which is great. But when you go on the road in the next series,
Welcome in, Jon Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Well, one-run game, and now here is Jeff McNeil, 1 for 3. And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Left-hand batter waits. Bounced up the middle. A dive, he's got it. And he'll just eat it. That's an infield single.
it doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
On the ground, 2 ball. Off balance feet, there's 1. Over to first, safe.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
And fouled off.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. He's under it. And it's caught for the out.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Hernandez swings through it for strike 1.
1 strike.
Fouled off. He was late. This could end it.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on.
Got him. And that is the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
Welcome in, Jon Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. And now the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Gomez, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against it.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches. Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
And the 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, his stuff is just too good to fail.
Got it by him for the K. Here's Riley Green. And first offering is fouled off.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
1 out, base is empty. Got him looking for the K. Fastball to letters, froze him for strike 3.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Digging in, Luke Raley. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. And that one fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Bottom of the 9th coming up, and we'll see.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the 9th. Well, 1-run game, and now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Bo Bichette. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2 is the count.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And here is Michael Conforto. And that one fouled off. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Swings through that.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
He caught it behind his back. Diaz takes it to the bag. Blue Jays have just 1 out left here.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Alec Thomas now 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Outside corner, there's a strike. This could end it. Got him. And the crowd goes home disappointed as this one draws to a close.
This is why they turn to him to close out games. He's so reliable in these spots, and he just proved it for the 35th time this season. Nice job getting it done out of the pen.
Final line score for our ball game tonight.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the 9th. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Late swing, fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. And fouled off. And a pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. He's under it. Drops into the glove. And there's one down. He's 2 outs away. And now it's Dalton Varsho.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Ground ball right side. Down the line, and it's foul. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 1 down, base is empty. He fouls it off. Will do it again. Blue Jays down a run. Yeah, the home team trying to pull it out. And a swing and a miss. 2 gone now.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So they're down to their final out. Alek Thomas now. Little chopper rolls foul. The 0-1. They're down to their final strike. A 1-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this is a nice sweep. Good way to finish this series. You're heading to another city for another one. Got to maintain the same focus, whatever you were doing.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one. Nobody out in the 9th. Michael Conforto will climb in. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
Michael Conforto.
And first offering is fouled off. And a swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Alek Thomas now. On the ground to third. And that one handled. Slings it across. 2 up, 2 down.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Gets under it and pops it up. Rosario in position. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays take the series opener here at home. Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one. Nobody out in the 9th. Here's Kiermaier now. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. And it's fouled away. Gomez, a former All-Star, just 19 years old, and he's a native of Nicaragua. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swinging a foul straight back. Next offering is fouled back.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's going to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
Bichette now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
And down on strikes he goes. And now 2 gone.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
1 out left for the Blue Jays. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, number 36. 2 outs. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. This could end it. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
I'd say this team really needed to win this game today. It pushed them over the top to win the series, which is great. But when you go on the road in the
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Here's Mike Trout. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
The pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Right through there, got it. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
1 out. 1 out.
Right-handed reliever. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they're down to their last out.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe trying to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Rays take the series opener here at home.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse managers.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Trout now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. 0-1. Gomez, a former All-Star, just 19 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. The Rays leading by 2 here at the top of the ninth. Got him looking for the K. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball there. The Halos down to their final strike. Bounce to the left side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Rays take the first 2 games of this series.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Yainer Diaz, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
Yainer Diaz.
That's towards center. Siri in position. Drops into the glove.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
Olivares, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Man at first, 1 away. Struck him out looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
The 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Gomez is just 1 strike away. Got him. And that'll do it.
We've grown to expect him to just roll into games and simply close them out easily, and he's made it look very easy at times, and now he's up to 40 saves for the year.
Our final line score.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Well, 1-run game. Otto Lopez digs in now. Fought off foul. And that's outside. And that is ball 1. That one at triple digits.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And here comes Tommy Edman. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
0-1.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit.
He swung over top of the curveball.
Now, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first two hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe trying to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
So it's their last chance in this one. And up next for St. Louis, Gavin Lux. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
This could end it.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Got him. And that is the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Jake McCarthy getting ready to hit. Swinging a foul straight back. On the ground, Paredes sends it to first. One up, one down.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
He's 2 outs away. Ildemaro Vargas, the next Cub to hit. And first offering is fouled off.
Now, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. On the ground to the left. Over to Diaz. 2 up, 2 down. Now the catcher up to hit, Ben Workvet. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1.
They're down to their final strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up.
That one missed.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And a good eye there.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Gomez is just 1 strike away. Right through there. Got him. And that'll do it.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the big.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Well, 1-run game. Now the number 2 hitter, Kyle Tucker. Fought off foul.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
And that one fouled off. 0-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
That one missed.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now the Astros are down to their final out.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first two hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Altuve in the box now. No balls and a strike. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, Boog, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column.
With Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for tuning in, and we've got a good one going here in extra innings. Well, one-run game, and here's the catcher.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
So the tying run at second. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there's one down.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the hitter, and nothing more frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that till his next at bat. All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
Mateo in the box now. Takes strike one. And a swing and a miss.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
In there. Got him looking for the K. And the Orioles down to their final out.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Orioles down to their final out. Jordan Westburg will hit next. In the air, foul off first. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays strand the tying run on base to win it.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rays.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. So digging in, Gunnar Henderson. That clips the corner.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. One-run game, bottom 9. Swings and misses, struck him out. Adam Duvall at the plate.
The first
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Fought off foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And a 1-2. On the ground to third. Over to Diaz. And they're down to their last out. And next for the Orioles, Ramon Urias. Late on that fastball.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Gomez is just one strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
You don't reach 45 saves in a season by wasting opportunities. This guy's been taking advantage of these moments all year, and we saw it happen again in this win.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Here's the second baseman, Michael Massey. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Here's the 0-2. 99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other two outs.
One down, base is empty. Bounce to third. Paredes. On to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
This could end it. Ball game.
This team secures a winning season with the W today, and regardless of what else happens the rest of the way, you know that you're a winning ball club. So a little bit of pressure off, put your foot on the gas, and just see where you can finish from this point on.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Francisco Mejia coming up to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And there's a strike.
Go get this guy right after.
The wind of the pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. This one in the air. Paredes under it. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. One down. And now it's Mark Vientos. And first offering is fouled off. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Mauricio in the box now. No balls and a strike. That's a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but if this...
Got it. And that'll do it.
The final line score for our ball game tonight.
Welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Here's Eddie Rosario. He's already homered here in this one. Fought off foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a ball popped up. He's under it. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. One up, one down. Now, Brian De La Cruz.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
One down, base is empty. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Luis Garcia.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now it's Luis Garcia. Lifted in the air, right center field. Siri sizing it up. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like. But
welcome in John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. And now it's Luis Garcia. 1 for 3.
The second baseman.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. One-run game, bottom 9. And that one is inside ball 1. Swings and misses, struck him out.
well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
Last chance for the Nats in this one. Nick Senzel, the next to hit. And that one is in for a strike. Trying to close out a 1-run lead here in the second game of the series. They're down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big out.
With Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us. 9th inning here with 1 away. Dylan Cruz will hit next.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
And strike 2.
All season long, he's racked up a number.
Had him out front for strike 3.
Now, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it, or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Try to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. Sends it to center, and this should be it. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
It takes a team effort to reach 50 saves in a season, and he wouldn't have games to close out if not for his team.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the 9th. Now it's the right fielder, Sammy Siani. Late on that fastball.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
And he deals. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Laureano, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
On the ground to third. Fires over to first. And Laureano is retired. So they're down to their final out. Pete Alonso, the next Pirate to hit. He swings and fouls one off. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that is the ball game.
The number 90 is a big number. You're talking 90 wins over the course of a big league season. Extremely impressive. These players have worked hard all year long, and they're seeing the fruits of their labor. It's not over yet, though.
Welcome in. We're in the 8th inning with 2 outs. Jon Sciambi along with Chris Singleton. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners.
So clutch, you could argue that he's been this team's MVP this year.
Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Tying run at the plate.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th.
And down on strikes. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 left for Seattle. Still down by a count of 4-2. Back at T-Mobile Park. Now it's the DH, Mitch Haniger. And the pitch. And a foul ball. Gomez, a former All-Star, just 19 years old. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. Pitch is in there. And the count is 0-2. And a swing and a miss. 1 away.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
And up next for Seattle, Emmanuel Rivera. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. The Rays up by 2 here in the last half of inning number 9. Next offering is in for a strike. Set down on strikes. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. So it's their last chance in this one. Ryan Bliss up next for the Mariners. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The Mariners down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, someone from the bullpen had to come in, get a big out, and then had a little time to think about it before he went back out to get the final 3 outs of this ball game. Nonetheless, outstanding job to get the save and secure the win for his team.
Welcome in, Jon Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the 9th. And now the shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
The shortstop, J.P.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And out number 1 on the grab. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Fought off foul.
Keep him off base.
1 down, base is empty. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now batting,
Mitch Garver up to hit here.
Mitch Garver.
That one fouled off. In for a strike, and it's 0-2. This could end it. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that wraps it up for this afternoon.
This was a huge win to take this series on the road before heading back home. You go home feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good momentum.
Welcome in, Jon Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the 9th. Yeah, the hard-throwing righty trying to secure these outs against a potent Yankee lineup, and it starts with Aaron Judge. Crow Armstrong should have it. Puts it away for the out.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Stanton swings through it for strike one. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else. Anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count. But sometimes you just get fooled, and you got to tip your cap.
So it's their last chance in this one. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the ninth.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Up the middle, Rosario. Throw to first, ball game. And the Rays claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, you can see this team is feeling it right now. Look at the smiles, look at the high fives. They feel real good about this 3 game.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth.
Let's go. Go get
Well,
this guy right after.
one-run game. Heston Kjerstad now at the plate. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Sizes this one up. And out number 1 on the grab.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Parada in the box now. Takes strike 1. Fastball for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Looking to get the tying run on base. Right through there. Got him. Now 2 out.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Orioles down to their final out. Here's the left fielder, Jorge Mateo. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Next offering is fouled back.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Foul ball still 0-2. This could end it. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. Here's Orlando Arcia.
The shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
And a good eye there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. He's 2 outs away. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Luis Torrens. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. On the ground to third. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No play. That's an infield single.
Now that.
So the lineup flips over, and here is Michael Harris. And that one fouled off.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
And the pitch. He fouls it off. Will do it again.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would have liked, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
So they're down to their final out. And next for Atlanta, Harrison Bader. Fouled off. He was late. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. There's a strike.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
The Braves down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
At this point, it'd be a crime if he didn't receive votes for the Cy Young Award. I mean, that's his 55th save of the year, and he keeps proving why he's one of the best in the game doing what he does.
The final line score for our ball game tonight.
With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Ninth inning here with 1 away. Digging in, Adolis Garcia. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Swings through that one for strike 1.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
So they're down to their final out. Marcus Semien stepping in for the Rangers. That one finds the corner. Strike 1. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. With the tying run at the plate here in game 3. To the right side, throw to first, ball game. And the Rays bounce back from consecutive losses to take game 3 of the series.
This team obviously needed to win this game. Down 2-0 in the series. You go down 3-0, players start packing their bags. They know that they're headed home, but they came out.
Welcome in, John Sciambi, Chris Singleton. Late stages of this one, nobody out in the ninth. So the Rangers batting order turns over. This is Willie Castro. And first offering is fouled off.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Strike two. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off. Swings and misses. Gassed it right by him.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Just missed.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So it's their last chance in this one. So now it's Corey Seager, top of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1. The Rangers trailing by 3 here in Game 4 of this ALDS. This could end it. That one not close. And it's 1-2. Got him. And that'll do it.
This team played extremely well to force this series into a Game 5. It's just like a Game 7. You win or go home. That Game 5 should be a lot of fun to watch.